There was a lot of things about this character that appealed to me. I think, here you have a character that's put into a situation where you find out that there's a lot more to his journey than it first appears to be. But Teddy's certainly fiercely dedicated to finding the missing person on this island. But you also come to realize that he's got his own sort of secret agenda there, and that is to find the killer of his wife. And it turns into a real psychological thriller after that, and you really have no idea, you have no real basis of where your feet should stand in this film, and that's one of the great things about the movie. It's constantly jarring you. There's so many twists, so many turns, so many plot points that you have to sort of stay with to ultimately get the larger scope of what's going on in the movie. So it's a film that's working on many different levels simultaneously. I had the ultimate support system on this film. Everyone from Max von Sydow, Ben Kingsley to Mark Ruffalo, everyone. Patricia Clarkson's an amazing cast. So we got to do a lot of rehearsals, and of course Scorsese loves to discuss everything at great length, which is something that I love to do too, because the more you become specific about who these people are, I think the more tactile, the more believable they are on screen, and that's the whole object of what we do. He's a renowned worldwide master filmmaker who's made some of the best movies of all time. There's a missing patient, the 67 patient Rachel Solando, and everyone's looking for her because there's no way that she could have possibly escaped this island. When you look at the way it's fortified, the fact that she would have to swim miles and miles to shore in rough terrain and go through thick, dense forests and climb down jagged rocks. This frail woman somehow has disappeared from this island, and no one knows how she did it. And it seems like there's some sort of conspiracy going on with all the doctors and the administration, and Teddy and his partner are there to uncover what's really happening. And certainly the more they talk to people, the more they find out information, the more things become suspicious to them, and rightfully so. Scorsese certainly as well had been talking about working with him on many movies in the past, and we finally got to work together in this film. And he's Teddy's partner, and both of them are intrigued by this conspiracy that's going on in this island, and a trust relationship starts to form towards the end of the film. We shot in Massachusetts, in Medfield. It was an old mental institution, as I gather, and a lot of it was there. A lot of it had been abandoned, so there were sort of these twisted vines over certain sections and homes that have sort of been engulfed by nature. But there were also these giant fortified brick buildings and these walls surrounding all of it that really gave a natural feeling towards the environment that we were trying to portray. And that really, it was amazing. It was amazing to know that there were even locations like that. And I think there was a certain haunting element to all of it too, that we were putting up on screen all these stories from a mental institution, and we're actually at an old one. It is a psychological thriller. I think it is a mystery. But to me, as you watch the film and as you're invested in the story of Teddy Daniels going to find this missing prisoner, and also you understand that he has this backstory of what happened to him with his wife who passed away, and trying to find who he believes is the killer that is on this island, you start to become really emotionally invested in who these people are.